Good morning. Sorry, I was looking at the GPS. A little bit behind the ball.
We're leaving Waco, and we're going towards Dallas. We're gonna look at 3 properties. It's actually raining cats and dogs. It stopped right now.
It was thunderstorming at night.
Yeah, it was really
The
bad.
place lost power and the TV turned down like the Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we're on our way. The broker actually texted me and she goes, hey, some of the roads closed down, so I don't know what we're doing. Make sure you have big rain boots and some umbrellas.
Yeah, we're gonna have
he has no rain boots.
We're gonna have to see, maybe we'll stop by somewhere and pick something up.
Rain boots, yeah, I have rain boots.
Cats and dogs.
And our idea is of actually going back to one of the properties by Austin.
Take the next right
to double check how is the property acting with rain, because we really don't know how is the property looking when it's raining. And it's actually a good time that it's raining because we can double check and see if there's any issues with that. So
towards Wall Avenue, then turn right onto
and there's actually a pond in there, so I want to make sure that the pond is, you know, like it's not overspilling. I don't think so.
We don't care if it's overspilling. What are you gonna do about it?
No,
but do a runoff. You make it bigger so it holds more water if it's overspilling.
Yeah. So we're looking at 3 properties in here, and if this is not what we want, we possibly will be giving an offer on the other ones over there. So wish us luck. We'll show you these ones as well. We're gonna be there in 44 minutes apparently. It's not bad. It's not raining like it was before.
Yeah, it was downpouring at night because I was kind of in and out of sleep.
I slept
for
like
whatever
a baby.
weird reason. I just couldn't really get a solid night's sleep.
We can't get a solid night's sleep for the past freaking 5 days right now, or 4 days.
But I did sleep better than the other place.
Yeah.
This time I pulled out our pillow. We have like one of those
a memory foam,
soft, just one of those pillows. Anyway, so yeah, we had that out. The dog slept on it. So I slept on the pillow. The dog slept on top of my head.
No, he slept in the middle.
And then he moved over to the middle.
Yeah, and then Misha slept in his legs, like as always, in his feet. So I slept like a freaking kid. You know what? If someone farted in my face, I wouldn't know. I swear to God.
Yeah, you missed the whole lightning storm and the thunder and the power outage.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm still exhausted because we're sleeping like freaking. As a person, I have to have at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep because if I don't, I will be dead tired and I won't be able to function. So we currently are getting probably 7, maybe 8 hours of sleep. No, 6, 7, because I've been
We went to sleep at 10 yesterday.
Yeah, so that's the first time that I actually got semi-good sleep.
Yeah, we went to sleep at 10 and woke up at 7:30.
No, 7, like 15 or something like that. So, yeah. And, yeah. But it sucks. The rain, like you coming to Texas, you know, from Connecticut, and you hoping, oh yeah, it's gonna be
you got away from one shit storm to hit another shit.
Hey, we're gonna get demonetized before we even monetize, okay? Come on. Yeah.
But
you tell him.
Poopy storm. You say poopy storm?
Yes, you can say poopy storm.
So we left Connecticut for one poopy storm and came to another poopy storm.
Yes, and it's a lot of poopy storms.
Yeah, it's been raining on and off.
Yeah, so hopefully, you know, apparently it's gonna be nice tomorrow, and because we're going back to Austin tonight after we seen the properties. Maybe we're gonna stop by Chip and Joanna's Silas's, but we don't know that yet. Probably not yet, because you know we've been there already a few years back, so we really, you know, nothing probably changed. I don't feel like going there,
walking around looking at some silos. That doesn't impress me.
But listen, there are seeds in there. Now they have seed store.
It doesn't impress me.
But it impresses me. It's JoJo's seeds.
Yeah, JoJo's seeds. She gets them from Baker's Creek, and then puts on a label on it and sells them. My butt.
No, she probably gets it from M.I. Gardner.
Are you a gardener or am I a gardener? Whatever.
Not am I.
She probably gets it puts a 50-cent increase on them and sells them for a profit.
I wouldn't say she puts 50 cents. I think her seeds are like $4.50. Baker's Creek are expensive. But then hers, I think they're more expensive.
Yeah,
M.I. Gardner, it has exactly the same seeds as everybody else, but he is 99 cents. And when during the sale, it's like 2 for 99 cents or 2 for $1. So M.I. Gardner is the you know, the seller to go. I have a freaking whole container of seeds. I don't even have land yet, and I have container of seeds. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Wait.
Musical chairs.
Yeah.
She sung opera one time in, you know, her past life, so.
Yeah, I'm very loud, so yeah, I guess. I always say I'm my father's daughter. My father is so loud, you wouldn't believe. Oh wow, dude, hey, he just freaking puked all over the road.
Yeah, we missed it.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Okay, guys, we're on our way. Like I said, we have 41 minutes to show you the property. So now the property we're going to see is 55 acres, and it's actually wooded. It has a pond. It's huge, but I don't know if that's the area we actually want to live in. I don't know if we want to be by Dallas, even though Austin is not the place to be right now because of the crap that is happening in the city and the people that they moving in there that shouldn't be moving there. You know what I mean? So my heart is in Austin because we have a lot of friends, and moving to another state and just being away from everybody, it's not amazing, you know. Sometimes friends, like I say, are the best on the picture, but friends that we have here, they are awesome. You know who I'm talking about, Basha and Sławek and Iza and Piotrek. I love you guys. Thank you for everything you do. Yeah, but they're awesome. So we love our friends in here, you know. They're always welcoming. They opened their homes for us several times already, so
it's sight unseen.
Yes, without even knowing us, because when we first met, we met actually on like a Polish group on Facebook. Back then, it was like probably like 6 years ago. I posted that we're planning on moving to Texas, and you know, if anybody knows anything about Austin. And Basha actually, you know, texted me, and we started talking. And then when we came to visit for the first time, they literally like they haven't, like, they didn't know us. They opened their home. We spent with them a week, entire week, and I love them. They just amazing people, you know. They work hard. They, you know. Isa, same thing. We went with so Basha and Isa, they're sisters, so we did some awesome things with Isa. You know, she took us to like all the barbecue places, and back then we were so stupid. We were looking at the houses that are in like HOA. We weren't stupid. No, we were living that kind of life, but wanted a better life where we were at, so we kind of wanted to move here because we could get, if we sold our house, we could have gotten a house with a little bit of land. I mean a little, tiny little thing. But we would have been debt free because we would have paid it in cash. So no matter what, we still would be, like, we're still gonna be debt free no matter what way we go. The only thing is, once you buy it in HOA. Listen, this is a little bit harder than just buying a house, because we're buying a land that has nothing on it except for grass and maybe some trees. And some pond, maybe. And a pond or two. Depending when it rains, or 3. So, and then we're gonna have to get it and then build on that from scratch. But don't worry, you guys gonna be watching every moment of it. We will show you all this. And I tell you something, tell them, we prefer to build. You know why? Yeah. Because the faster the city grows, the crappier the freaking buildings become. Goes out the window when you're building, you know, 700 houses. When in a week. These communities go up, it's literally slapped together 2x4s, you know. I mean, to me, I guess it's cost, but like where we're from, you know, I mean, it's all crap, really. You got to pay attention when you have your builders. I mean, they're going to want to cut corners because every dollar they put in their pocket is money taken from them, you know what I mean? So you always got to be aware. I mean, I know there's some good guys out there that do quality work, but those are the guys that charge top dollar. For the fact is, they're not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to scam you off this 2x4. I tell you this much, or you pay this much, and they'll keep the rest. They'll be like, this is the price. It's more expensive than the other ones, but we don't cut corners. And those guys, and most of the times,
don't, because they're already making their money. They're not looking to make $1 here, $1 there. They already have their cut. They already know they're gonna make whatever they're gonna make from running the job.
But you know the thing is, like, looking at the, like, living in that Airbnb that we were in downtown Austin. Like, I'm sorry, but whoever built that building should be smacked in the face, because this was
had a general open breezeway to the outside
where there was water standing on the
it
hallway.
was just moisture, so the place is like a wind tunnel, and when it rains
not
outside,
even that thing about the freaking you go in that 35 junction. What I can say, I don't think we're going the right way.
Boy, you put in the GPS on.
I know, whatever. So think about it. If the water is standing constantly on the hallway, you're gonna have mold, because the black mold will grow. It's literally like it's a
that's why they have the fans running all the time. It's so
bad. And then, like,
it dries up.
Like the island that we had in there, it was a beautiful island. Don't get me wrong. No, hold on. It wasn't a beautiful island. It was a huge island. But even like when I was washing dishes, the island, the seam on the island, because it was 2 pieces cut.
It's settled.
It was on one side, it was like lower, so you wash dishes and the water was dripping on the floor. I'm like, how can you allow people put something like put a nice countertop crooked? The walls.
It's settled. They didn't put. I mean, not unless they renovated that apartment.
The bathtub. Listen, the bathtub. Okay, you had a brown grout because the tiles were brown, and then you had white silicone slapped all over everything in the places where I guess it started leaking or something. It looked like crap. Like, these people.
Man, these get clear silicone, for God's sakes.
I think they do just like half-ass job, you know. And if you buy a home that's ready in here, I don't think you're getting a quality home. And first of all, you know, like, I'm from Poland. Okay, he's from Poland too, but I lived in Poland more than he did.
Oh,
it's true.
Comparing sticks.
Listen, I lived in a concrete house. Okay, I lived in a cinder block house that would, if you know what, if the tornado came and hit the house, the tornado would get a boo-boo, not that freaking house. So that's not my idea of living, having a freaking stick-built house. I don't want that. I never wanted a stick-built house, because to me, it's just no. Okay, wow.
I don't know.
You go ahead, honey.
That's that Prius, baby.
Yeah. So our idea is ICF. I want a full ICF home, because if we have a tornado, you know, I think it will withstand the winds and tornado more than a stick-built home, because stick-built home, it's just, you know, it's not a good home. But that's how they do it in here in the United States. Everything is stick-built because it's easy to build, and it's quick to build, and it's cheap to build.
Well,
it's not quality. It doesn't last you.
In theory, long-term, long-term. Short-term, it's faster and it's cheaper to wire, cheaper to plumb.
Long-term is not.
Concrete is, or cinder block, it's longer and it's harder to plumb. It's harder to do electrical work.
But it will last you.
It's also things like, you know, you put in the effort now and you have it forever, versus you put up a house now and let's say 5-6 years from now, all of a sudden your door trims are rotten out because they're wooden, you know, not Isaac or PV.
But it's not even about that. Look at the stick homes. Like, I think the lifespan of a stick home is probably like 80 years.
That's because
yeah, exactly.
80 to 100.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have some houses that are like 120 years old, but those things were built out of. Yeah, those things were built out of actual 2x4s. They weren't, you know, they call it 2x4 2x4
for a reason.
Because a 2x4 is the actual overall diameter of the lumber when it gets cut. Once it goes through the fabricating process and smoothing out and making it look like a pretty 2x4, it's actually like a 3.5 by like
by 1.5.
By 1.5, and you know, 1/5/8, give or take.
Yeah.
You know, when that thing dries up, it becomes like like I don't know, like 1.25 inch, you know, 1 3/8 and stuff like that. So I mean, the lumber is different. I mean, I've worked on houses. I do electrical work for a living. I've worked on houses that had the old school framing where, like,
hold on, I'll stop you for a second. We're in Belmead. That's the motel that we slept in that city when we were here for the first time.
Oh,
yeah, it's the same city.
Anyway, so I worked on old houses where the 2x4s were actually 2 inches by 4 inches. You know what I mean? I mean, they dried up and they shrunk a little bit, but they were like inch and 3/4 by 3 3/4, and drilling through that lumber, man, it's like almost going through steel. Even when you have a nice bit, it binds up because that wood is really, really hard.
So the moral of the story is the quality of wood and quality of everything these days is crap. So I'd rather to build ICF home from scratch by myself on a nice piece of land that I chose, okay? And it will cost me less.
Well,
and
in theory, it'll probably come out to the same thing, but yeah, you have a custom built home.
Yeah. Oh, Mexia. Mexia is the 96 acres that we looked. 91 acres. Remember the 91 acres that it's like wooded with the creek on one side?
Yeah.
That's in the city. Like Curie Express. Okay. Okay, guys. That was a long rant. So we'll see you later.
Future property.
Yeah.
You got a future property here in Texas.
Yeah, next to the power lines. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take some cable, throw it over these cables and get some power.
Your electrician, you'll figure this out.
No.
You want it to be lineman. So,
This is a little excessive.
what is excessive?
The line of this, I'm saying for, I'm just joking.
And you know what? I'm thinking like, is the fit?
What's going on, guys? It's Bear here. We're at another spot, new land, 35 acres. I'm gonna look into it. So far, we like it. The getting in. Look at this. Look at that. Got a gate. Drive all the way. It's somewhere all the way out in the middle of nowhere. So we're waiting for the guy to come out and do it. But it's a nice place. Look at the doggies. There are donkeys. There's another doggy all the way over there. All the way over there. You know, you're going to be able to see him. Right there. He heard our dogs and he came out. Now he's just hanging out. Seeing what it is, but you can see for miles. There's a dirt road there. And then there's a dirt road there. There's houses in between, but I'm not gonna show them. That's it. I'm gonna go look at it in a minute, see what's going on, and that's it. We'll see. We got choices made. I like this one a lot better than the other ones so far. The ride up is nice. See this? It's for cattle, so cattle can't cross. So we'll stay in touch. We'll take you along with us to see what's going on.